Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome.
You are nothing but a snitch, eavesdropping on people's conversation. How dare you? How dare you? I told Kabiyesi I don't want to stay anywhere close to you because I know the kind of person you are. How dare you? They say that is what is going on in the palace right about now. As rumor has it that there is a royal war that has to do with, Blublo and gospel. That there is this leaked voice note where there was some level of confession from gospel on how she funded people to, propagate that information that Olori Naomi is pregnant. The royal palace of the Ooni of Ife has once again erupted into chaos, this time not over tradition or sacred rituals, but over a leaked voice note that has said two of the palace queens at each other's throat. A full-blown war has broken out between, Blublo and gospel, and the royal compound is on fire, figuratively, of course, as words are flying, tempers are rising, and reputations are being dragged through the portal. It all began with a sudden and mysterious emergence of a voice note on a private WhatsApp group known to be connected to certain, palace insiders. The voice note featured, gospel allegedly, confessing that she had paid certain individuals on social media and blogs to promote a wave of content linking Queen Naomi to a pregnancy scandal. According to the voice note, gospel expressed frustration that Queen Naomi was being glorified and she wanted to balance the narrative by making Naomi appear reckless, even controversial in her word. Let me know, she's not as holy as she pretends to be, okay? The recording was short, just under 2 minutes, but what it revealed sent shockwave through the palace. No one expected that one of the Onis, woman will allow herself to do that even when she knows that her ritual with Baba is not over. So that was the propaganda they were promoting. And that is why sometimes you hear they'll say, oh, Olori Naomi is pregnant. They will say, and because of sources where this information comes from, you see bloggers who carry it. Even me, I've carried it sometime, that she is pregnant, expecting a baby for the Ooni of Ife and all of that, and all of this and all of that. Meanwhile, it's not supposed to be, from what we are hearing. Traditionally, it's not allowed that, they have to finish their cleansing ritual before anything of such will happen and all of that. So basically, as we know, they are just trying to set Kabiyesi up with the elders. Apparently, gospel had been having a private phone call one afternoon outside, standing outside on the shared balcony space between her apartment and that of Blublo. The two queens' quarters are directly beside each other and they share a narrow but open balcony that separates them only by a decorative, lattice, partition. That day, they say gospel was on a voice call, speaking freely, unaware that, Blublo was sitting quietly on her side of the balcony, allegedly eavesdropping, okay? According to palace staff, gospel later confronted Blublo, shouting that she had deliberately recorded her conversation and leaked it to make her look bad. She accused Blublo of being a palace snitch, a snake hiding in plain sight. But Blublo did not take the accusation lightly. In fact, she stood her ground and responded fiercely, telling gospel that she had no one to blame but herself. You were careless, loud, and wicked enough to plan someone's downfall. They said Blublo reportedly said the world deserved to know. Now, what followed was nothing short of a royal shutdown. Both queens shouted openly on the palace ground in front of palace guard and junior staff. According to eyewitnesses, the confrontation nearly turned physical as, gospel attempted to, lounge at, Blublo, accusing her of betrayal and disrespect. Blublo, who is known for her calm demeanor, surprised many by fighting back with words just as sharp. You are mad because your lies backfire. You are scared the Ooni will find out you are behind the attacks on himself and Olori Naomi. They said it was not a small thing. No. The situation was so intense that senior palace aide had to intervene. One of the guards was heard saying, "This has gone too far. This is not how queens are supposed to behave." But by then, the damage had already been done. The palace was abused, with every maid, steward, and aide whispering about the queen's fight. Donny himself was reportedly away on official duties at the time, but news of the voice note and the altercation between, Blublo and Gospel reached him within hours. Sources close to the king say he was furious and disappointed, not just at the leak, but at the behavior of his queens, who are expected to uphold dignity and discretion. What makes this scandal even more complicated is that it has divided royalties within the palace. Some staff and insiders are now taking sides. Some believe, Blublo did the right thing by exposing what she overheard, especially since it involved a malicious campaign against Queen Naomi and the Ooni of Ife. Others feel it crossed a line by secretly recording and leaking a private conversation, saying it shows she cannot be trusted. Meanwhile, Queen Naomi herself has remained silent, not reacting publicly or privately to the unfolding drama, but insiders suggest she is aware of everything. One close friend of Naomi revealed that the Queen is not surprised by the revelation, as she has always known that some of the wives are actively working against her. Of course, it's not new, even from the early days of her departure from the palace, but what no one expected was that, Gospel will go this far investing money into dragging Naomi's name through the portal, okay? Even during a time when the Ooni seemed to be openly drawing closer to Naomi. In the days following the confrontation, both queens have kept to their apartment. The atmosphere in the palace is icy and awkward. Meals are no longer being taken in the communal royal dining hall. Staffs are, working on eggshells, avoiding any appearance of, favoritism. And above all, everyone is waiting to see how the Ooni will respond to this. It is not a small thing going on in the palace of the Ooni of Ife. Well, they said polygamy is not a tea party affair. You want to be a polygamist, you must be ready, to deal with it, because it is not a tea party affair. Naomi has gone through a lot with the Ooni of Ife. But one thing is sure, no matter how much they fight, they can never, ever take the place of Queen Naomi in the life of Ooni of Ife. And these two, Sharpas and Naomi, will be reinstated as the wife to the Ooni of Ife. I'm going to bring you more updates. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.